in game number one, I told that I was talking about these and Shin in the draft, and I kind of felt that there should be another objective taker in front of, in combination with it. We were not given that chance by Resurgence in the previous game, but this time they do have the Masha to go with the Yi and Shin, so that makes for a good matchup. Oh, sorry, a perfect, I'd say, combination or composition wherein you got your scouting potential courtesy of the ultimate Yi and Shin, and of course the damage is there, and then you also have that security of taking the objectives, be it Turtle Lord or turrets.
Yeah, and they're really forcing this Leo Mord. I was supposed to say something on top of that, but it's going to be a JP Leo Mord once again.
Yeah,
All things considered, JP's Leo Mord was good, but all thanks to the sets of Rafflesia, I don't think
yeah.
Leomord is as viable in the meta now, but he's been showing up as
Mm,
a clutch, not a clutch, a a pocket pick for JP.
yeah, that's right. So what you do with the Leomord now is don't put him in the side lanes ever. The performance of Leomord is just bad in the side lanes. Because I think that we had this primal understanding that Leomord should be a fighter in the off lane, but that was long gone. Now we can play him as the funnel hyper carry, actually. And that just means that we can see another offlaner now, another side laner, which will be, in this case, the Jawhead. So what you're looking at now for the RPH side is it's like instead of going for Lancelot or Ling or your Claude, you just trade it up with a Leomord. And if given the purple buff and the orange buff and add some CDR in there coming up from your member set, kind of a fairly high uptime Phantom Steed, which also makes it that Leomord is always on a spot where he can always fight, and that's how you play it. That's how you play the hyper carry Leomord. Obviously, your late game potential is not as good as something like a Ling or a Claude, but your mid game is equally good. So you
I laugh.
buy it some
No. I laugh because that brought back memories from.
yeah circle.
No, no, that's a different thing. That's a different thing, and
It's a different thing.
let's just hop back into the game, shall we? The Surge is gonna be on the blue side. Very aggressive fight here over the top side. Sync, did he actually? Oh no, he did not try to go for. Oh, he's about to go for the invade there, but
Yeah,
good call by Aura to stop the initial invade from coming in. Sync looking
that
in for an opportunity to go for the steal.
ooh,
Will
oh, it was
not be able
close.
to steal it.
So close. Sync not only one HP bar, he has to be careful now. And the Kufra actually blocks them in here. So I just want to comment on the fact that there was an invade that Sync tried for the Masha. This is the I'd uh, I'd like to attribute it as one of the big openings now openers if you're playing the Masha. You go for the orange invade,
Yeah.
as I call it. But knowing that the Aura PH back when they were called Sun Sparks, they were the gods of invasion, as I like to call them in the Philippines. And I guess that if you're the god of invasion, you cannot be invaded so easily. Nice jump coming out from Lumia Savion, but
Oh,
in comes the Revitalize. The turnaround coming out from Resurgence. And they are going for the kill on the X-Borg. X-Borg is going to be taken out with the ultimate of Yisun Shin. The slow is still there even after he flickered out. That's why he was still taken out by the Yisun Shin.
yeah. You've gotta attribute that to the. I think we finally figured out the combination for Yi Sun-shin here. In order for his ultimate,
Yeah.
his Mountain Breaker to be effective, that was a very effective kill onto Sync and KZP. Nice revenge by Lumiere Sivamillion.
What a
AKA
jump!
Rafflesia.
What a jump, man! That was amazing. And even me as the caster, I have the bird's eye view of what's gonna happen, and I was kind of following the movements from Resurgence, and I never really, I myself, even having a bird's eye vision, was surprised of that jump from JP, and he comes in for more. In comes the Ultimate coming out to Phantom Steed. The Kufrag be taken out as the Yisun Chain takes advantage. What an arrow. Really threading the needle in there. But there's not a conversion into a kill as JP thinks that it's not yet time to go.
But yeah, going back to the conversation earlier on, the proper lineup here for the Yisun Shin Mountain Breaker, Mountain Shaker, forgot the name, to be effective is if you have a consistent slow. Because once the ultimate is up, if you are a hero that has mobility, you don't need to worry about damage output there. But if you have a constant slow, just like Valley here,
Okay.
but wait, while that's happening, that is going to be a fight in the pit area. Flickered out, Lumiere saw Raflesia flickers out. JP is going to be forced to flicker out as well. That's going to be the turtle secured on their end as well.
Oh no!
Nia gets caught by
way!
Greed. And once again, this is some playful plays by Aura.
Yes, he dashed in, he greets the arrow of greed, and he gets stunned to the face, and we know that that's not going to happen. All due fairness for the Yisun Shin, he felt comfortable because they were already winning the fight. Nice momentum to get some shielding, but he will not survive the ultimate of the Baksha. In comes the damage from the fire missiles, but it's not going to be a problem at all for the Baksha. Able to keep himself alive in there. Nice snag on JP. It's a very good stopper for a
Missile
farm.
arrow not going to connect. The Rage is going to connect onto Sync.
Yeah.
Going to be Searing Torrent's going to be forcing them back, and the HPs are low here. Kilowash dives in, smart missiles to finish the job. KZP is going to be diving into the fight here onto Greed. Greed's going to be able to dash out there without any problems whatsoever. That's going to be a complete disengage.
I like the decision from Kiluwash just flickering in because he knows that he still has some a little bit more smart missiles in there, so he's safe. Now in comes the turnaround. Oathkeeper passive. You can see how much damage it deals against that Baksha. It's something that we have already forgotten, and look at that. They jump in for more. Nice jump from the Kufra as they take another. The help of Greed as well as Lumiere Sivamion. JP gets himself to a very nice spot there in the mid game.
Greed might just be opting to go for a bait here. Abyssal Arrow connects onto Basha. The jump by Lumiere Sauvignon gets the range there. Gets a bouncing ball. No chances of any flickers there from Sync.
Yeah. Man, this is not a Masha that's having a good time. She's 0-3-1. You don't want that to happen if you're the Masha. I mean, if you're not getting the kills or if you're not getting the push, at least don't die if you are Sync. But unfortunately, both is not happening. Now the turtle fight. They go for the last insanity, Mr. Nomad, as the turtle is going to be taken by the X-Board. What are they chasing? Arrow flies, hitting onto the Yisun Shin. But that's just an arrow for a retreat, says RPH, as they just back down, respecting the firepower of Resurgence.
Yeah, Resurgence is... Despite the fact that Resurgence is relatively behind in gold items and EXP, they're still a force to be reckoned with. Here goes to the Rage connecting onto Sync once again, making sure that all of the Rages connect. Flicker in by Sync. Goes for the disarm onto Kilowash. Kilowash goes for the ejection straight under the turret. The turret just out of range. They managed to secure the kill onto Kilowash. That's going to be Leah going down as well with the ultimate from Yisun Shin. And now this is going to be a bad time for Aura as the turret goes down and 4 members fall down in that top lane engagement.
A big stumble coming up from RPH. I don't understand why they still fought there. They felt that Lumiere Sivamion or Rafisha will be able to thread the needle and just go to the backline, stun them all up. They were greeted by the Baksha on the bush, but what was that? The Masha taken out. Because of that, in comes the maximum. Oh, sorry, it's the max. It's the unstoppable force. And they take out Yisun Shin. A nice peel coming out from Aura PH. They have found the better target. It's not the Valier. It's not the Baksha. It's definitely the Yisun Shin and Masha.
Immediately retaliating after those, after that initial 4 kills. I am losing my words in this fight. Sana managed to take down the turret, but Deals got dealt a lot of damage there by Raflesia, and you don't see that every day. Sync down to his last HP bar after that bit of a scuffle there against Greed. Abyssal Arrow not going to be finding its mark.
And then a little bit of a breather, but it's not gonna be enough. Want to give more. They stun of Sana this time, and they also have the ejector, and there's not a chance for Sana to lifesteal his way out of that pickle. And now Aura PH will prioritize getting the turtle. KZP, the backshot, or the rolling stuns of the Hufra. Short range jump from Graflesia. It's quite peculiar, but the bouncing ball fends off any further vision from Resurgence, and that's RPH getting that turtle.
Space
Onto
created.
the left side, that's space created indeed from Kiluwash. So yeah, he's able
Kilowatt
to
is doing Kilowatt things. Oh,
Great.
agreed with the arrow. Managed to survive that last minute. Flicker in by Sana. I don't think that is a wise choice. You are 2 minutes out of a flicker. That is your only survivability option there as a Thams. You know,
Well, that-
except for the Cotter inside. Oh,
That's
Greed gets spotted out by KZP, and he's finally gonna get taken out. KLVJ, Cutie Patuti, Uwu is gonna. Why did I even say Uwu? He's gonna try to. I lost my momentum. I'm sorry.
That was,
You take that away now.
Yeah, all right, and now Raflesia is going to take us away. Sync receiving so much damage. It's now almost 9 KCP on the backlines, though. Nice stun and sets up for a kill now. But the flicker from the Kufra is not going to save himself. A 5-man collapse in the middle. With Resurgence, JP having to use the flicker just to run away. Trying to defend the turret, will not be successful in doing so. In comes KLVJ, Cutie Patootie. But there's no follow-up at all. They tried to defend, but they were far too late, and they're going in one by one. Kiluwash got to spot this Masha, dealing so much damage and actually deletes him from the earth. And they take one. KCP trying to turn away. Arrow is not going to hit the mark, but it's okay. I think that's mission accomplished for Kiluwash.
Man, good thing I immediately went to Kilowatt there because I already sensed that Kilowatt was going to go for a killer play in the backlines. Good on him to focus down the Masha because Masha is relatively the problem for now for these guys because of the disarm. The disarm is a huge deal when it comes to team fights. The 2 seconds that you're not able to auto attack, you're gone. Good thing for Kilowatt to just immediately target him for that.
Very nicely done coming out from our Cage representatives. It's not yet over though for Resurgence. I still feel that they have a better chance in this game compared to the previous game. All they have to do is to rely on their initiations with this Basha. However, it seems like objectives, the name of the game for Aura PH. As you can see, the 2 supports just zoning out and making the space for the rest of the gang to take the Lord. Now, oh, what a nice Phantom Steed lining them all up. Catches 2, and the Basha now in trouble. Oathkeeper passive makes it sure that Leomord is able to execute them. Takes their head and retreats to safety.
Man, I said Leomord was a niche pick here, and I feel like it only really works properly on the hands of JP.
Yeah, that's right. How good is that? They line up perfectly for that Phantom Steed to be so effective. And even when there's the back show, JP wasn't afraid at all. Now, Sync as well as KZP will be respawning, which makes this a 5v5 team fight for sure in the middle. But, oh, the jump, double jump, even though the last Insanity is going to be layered properly. No cigar, however, yet for Aura PH. Maybe they're focusing on the turret now, and they will be successful in doing so. Top lane, Joyed able to escape the fangs of death. In comes the ultimate coming out from the Yisun Shin.
Barely
Not gonna get any big... Yeah.
Silva Million. Forced to flicker out of that arrow, too. They are respecting the abyssal arrows by Greed. Looking for another arrow connection here. Not going to find the joy there. KLVJ lasting longer in this fight against KZP, longer than expected. Nice ejection out of there. And he still manages to go back and like, no, I'm fighting. And Green manages to take down KZP, and he's going to be paying the price for that. He's going to be traded out by Jason. That's going to be the dive in by JP with the Phantom Steed, taking down Leah. And now KLVJ, low on HP, flickers out, not safe, but manages to get zoned out by the rest of his teammates, down to 1 HP bar. 2 members are going to fall down. It's just going to be Sadna left alive here in this 1v4 fight. This minion wave is going to go down without a doubt. 2 endless battles onto JP and the Kilowatt all at the same time. This inhibitor turn on the bottom lane is going to go down, and this has to be the game unless KZP And Sana managed to defend this. They are now poised. They stop.
Oh.
What a play by Kilowash!
The throwing fireballs, man! And now they have taken Thams, they'll take KZP as well. That's Immortality pop, but I'm sure they'll take him down. Now, snowboarding, Yisun Shin gets the joint, but is quickly punished by the Matador. That is JP. Sync tries to fight one by one. Audition coming out from Resurgence, and all of them, they're getting accepted. The arrow from Greed, the nail biter, the finisher from Aura PH as they take game number 2. My oh my, championship form for Aura PH.
Not gonna lie, the most entertaining game that we've had so far.
Yeah, that's right. Love it.
Man, I have to commend Raflesia there at that last pause moment. As soon as Basha respawned, what KLVJ did, not what Raflesia did was he immediately went for the jump in front of Basha's trajectory while he was on the wheel. That just prevented any potential defense from coming out there. Because I think Basha was looking for the stun connection onto Greed, and it wasn't there. Just because of that Raflesia play.